Fake it till you make it with confidence is a damn lie. I believed in fake it till you make it when I was in secondary school, or middle school if you're American. I was fat, unathletic, and insecure, but rather than trying to do something about it, I just tried to cover it up with excessive jokes, being the class clown, but then I'd go home and feel sorry for myself, wondering why did I not feel confident even though people thought I was. I lived that on repeat throughout the first 2 years of school until I finally decided to lose some weight. And by losing weight, I mean I just stopped eating completely and starved myself rather than doing it the right way, through working out, dieting. And that cycle would repeat. Every summer I'd eat to my heart's content, and then at the end of summer I'd just starve myself and have one small meal a day. And I'd tell my mum I was feeling sick so then I wouldn't have to eat. I lost weight and I damn near became a stick, and I was still confused on why I had no confidence. But what I wasn't realizing was that everything up to that point in my life, apart from academically, was smooth sailing. I didn't try hard for anything. If you're acting confident and then you're going home and you're feeling like shit and you're sat in the corner pitying yourself and thinking, why do I not feel confident? That isn't confidence. And if it is, that's not something I want. And I don't think it's something you want either. You have to start with action. What would have had to happen from now to the end of the year for you to feel pride in yourself? Now shorten the time frame. What would have had to happen from now to a month's time, to a week's time for you to look back and feel pride in yourself? It's more effective to use actions to improve the way you're feeling than to use feelings to improve the way you're acting. And stop breaking the promises you make to yourself, because confidence without the evidence to back it up is pure delusion. I'll give you an example. I have curly hair. I'm very confident I have curly hair. Now, if someone comes up to me on the street and says, yo, you have straight hair or you have a perm, that doesn't faze me in the slightest. Why? Because I trust in myself that my hair has always been curly, and I hope to God it will stay curly. So look at your life right now. Look at my life back then. You're not confident. I wasn't confident because there's nothing to be confident about. It's like reaching your hand into a cookie jar trying to grab something. There's nothing in there. There's no bank of evidence that you are who you say you are or who you want to be. You have no skills. You eat like shit. You sit down in your room like a bogey rotting on the carpet. You don't read. You don't put yourself in uncomfortable situations. Where's the confidence supposed to come from? You want to get confidence? Turn your feelings off. I don't feel like going to the gym today. I don't feel like fixing my life. Your feelings are what have gotten you to where you are today. So I think it's fair to say that your feelings, you don't know what's best for you. You have to do things that scare you, things that make you uncomfortable. Do them until they become comfortable. My whole life I've been terrified of the deep, like in the water, for example. So what did I do? Last year, I signed up to be a swim teacher and a personal lifeguard. If that isn't very evident, you have to be a good swimmer to be both of those things. I did it for a week. It was a week-long course. I was shitting bricks the entire week because every time the lesson started, we had to get in the pool and we had to do a lap up and down. I don't know how to tread water. So I'm 6'3", in a 6-foot pool, I can't tread water. It's a joke. I couldn't swim. So I put myself in that situation where I had to learn to swim. Now, I'm not saying you go do something dumb. Like if you can't swim, just jump in the deep end and say, you know what I mean? Whatever happens, happens. I was doing it in a safe environment, but the point still stands. I was terrified of something. I was uncomfortable doing something. I did it. That evidence, that situation gave me confidence, because I know that I can say something, I can put my mind to something and I can come out the other side. With that being said, we as humans aren't wired for happiness, we're wired for comfort. So in my last video, I kind of touched on the point of not doing too much right off the bat. So if your life is pure laziness and one week you get up, you become David Goggins, I'm talking 10Ks, I'm talking you're eating clean, counting calories, your body's gonna shut down. It's gonna say, nah bro, sit down, what are you doing? Why? Because it's a defense mechanism. Your body isn't used to that. So rather than trying to build up to it, just shuts you down completely. So what you need to do is you need to pick one main thing when you're ready and you go slowly. Go to the gym twice a week, 3 times a week. You build up that portfolio for yourself that you are who you say you are. You execute on what you say you're gonna do. If you say you're waking up at 7 a.m. tomorrow, you damn make sure that you wake up at 7 a.m. tomorrow and you do that slowly. Doesn't have to be a lot. Like if 3 times a week is daunting, you can start by just walking to the gym and then walking back. And that might sound stupid, but it's a start. It's something. And then eventually you're gonna be like, bro, I'm here. I might as well go in, you know what I mean? Hit a session, get a pump. You know, you get what I'm saying? If you have insecurities about going to the gym because of how you look, or it's something physical, I get it. I had really bad eczema on my arms in the middle of summer, and there was a period of time when it was just so hot in London, so I couldn't justify wearing a jumper, so I just didn't go to the gym. But that led to me feeling I just felt like shit, I'll be real. So one day I just said, screw it. I went to the gym, I said, look, if someone's gonna comment on it, we're gonna have to fight. But the matter of the fact is, nobody cares. Nobody said anything to me, nobody even looked at me weirdly. Because everyone's there for the same goal, to get better. You're gonna find people from all different walks of life. Everyone's trying to improve on a different thing. Even the most jack guy there, he's got insecurities. That's not unnormal. But you have to get over that like self-doubt and not loving yourself, because that's how you build the confidence. It's by getting the reps in. You live 1,000 nightmares in your head and the most boring life because you're always scared to jump and to try something new. Whether that's going to the gym, whether that's a girl you like and you think you're gonna go up to her and she's gonna start being like, ew, why is this guy talking to me? It's just not gonna happen that way, bro. So just bite the bullet. You have to start somewhere. And this is the youngest you're ever gonna be, so you might as well try. So just to recap, action. That's the main thing you need to take from this video. You need to get the action in. You can't fake your way to being confident. None of that. It's getting the reps in, proving to yourself that you are who you say you are. I saw a quote on Chris Williamson. He has a podcast. If you don't watch it, I highly recommend it. He talks about, imagine having a friend. Every time you book to go to dinner with him, he either shows up 2 hours late or he doesn't show up at all. That is the exact same principle with yourself. You need to prove to yourself that you can do something. You've probably said you're gonna go to the gym in the past and you haven't turned up. Or you go sometimes you don't. That trust in yourself is the same as that friend that doesn't show up to the dinner. Did you get it? So build that up slowly. It's gonna take time, and just know that how you feel right now, that isn't for the rest of your life. And what you're doing right now isn't for the rest of your life. This is just a small period of your life. So get over that and get to work. And also, if you didn't notice, I got a new mic. We're upgrading the quality around here, do you understand? We're gonna have a studio, so no, I'm joking. Humble. But yeah, thank you for watching the video. If there's anything you wanna see, let me know in the comments. Subscribe and like would be highly appreciated. And yeah.